Yuvraj Singh Dhesi, born July 19, 1986, is an Indo Canadian professional wrestler, currently signed to WWE on the SmackDown brand under the ring name Jinder Mahal, where he is the current WWE Champion in his first reign. During his first stint in WWE, Mahal had a short-lived alliance with his storyline brother-in-law, the Great Khali. Mahal was then mostly utilized as enhancement talent and formed a trio who had rock star personas, called 3 Megabytes, with Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre. This union lasted until Mahal and McIntyre were released from their contracts in the summer of 2014. A little over 2 years later, Mahal returned to WWE and received a push after WrestleMania 33, culminating to a win over Randy Orton at Backlash in May 2017 for the WWE Championship. This win made him the second wrestler of Indian descent to win a World Heavyweight Championship in the promotion, after the Great Khali won WWE's version of the now-defunct World Heavyweight Championship in 2007, and the first to hold the WWE Championship. Professional wrestling career Early career 2002 to 2010 Dhesi began his professional wrestling career at the Martial Arts Fitness Center in Calgary, Alberta, training with Rick Bignar and Premier Martial Arts Wrestling PMW, working as Raj Dhesi. He then went on to train with Alan Kogan, Jerry Morrow. He worked for the Prairie Wrestling Alliance, where he was the PWA champion from 2008 until January 2010, and also he is 3-time tag team champion. Dhesi also competed for Great North Wrestling, GNW, where he feuded with such wrestlers as Samoa Joe and Hannibal. World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE Florida Championship Wrestling, 2010-2011. Dhesi traveled to Tampa, Florida, to try out for World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE's developmental promotion Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW. At the tryout, Dhesi believed that his Punjabi gimmick and promos made him stand out, stating that he came out wearing a turban and had his full outfit on and that they like guys who speak different languages and have different looks. In early 2010, he signed to a developmental contract with FCW. Main roster debut and various feuds, 2011-2012. Dhesi made his televised WWE debut on the April 29, 2011 episode of SmackDown under the ring name Jinder Mahal, greeting fellow Indian wrestler the Great Khali and his manager, Ranjan Singh, backstage. During the segment, Mahal spoke in Punjabi that he was really happy and excited to see Khali and Ranjan. The next week, Mahal, unimpressed by how Khali and Singh have been partaking in childish activities instead of winning matches, confronted Singh about his mismanagement of Khali, establishing himself as a heel. Mahal interrupted a Khali kiss cam segment the following week, slapping Khali twice. On the May 20th episode of SmackDown, Mahal interrupted Khali's match against JUSO, leading to Khali confronting Mahal. On his first televised match on June 17, 2011 edition of SmackDown, Mahal defeated Vladimir Kozlov. On the July 1st episode of SmackDown, it was revealed that Mahal was married to Khali's sister, making them kayfabe brothers-in-law. On the September 5th episode of Raw, he suffered his first loss, when he and Khali lost to WWE Tag Team Champions Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston in a non-title match. In a rematch on SmackDown, they lost again to Bourne and Kingston. After the match, Khali walked away from Mahal, ending their alliance. On the September 16th episode of SmackDown, Mahal attacked Khali during his match with Heath Slater, which Khali won. On the September 23rd episode of SmackDown, Khali defeated Mahal in a singles match, thus suffering his first loss in a singles match. On the October 14th episode of SmackDown, Mahal competed in the largest battle royal in WWE history, a 41-man battle royal, where Mahal made it to the final 3 before being eliminated by Randy Orton. After the feud with Khali finished, Mahal targeted wrestlers whom he deemed as beneath him or embarrassing. In November, Mahal began a feud with Ted DiBiase. On the December 30th episode of SmackDown, Mahal broke DiBiase's winning streak via submission, ending their feud. In December, Mahal, trying to make a name for himself, went after Sheamus and constantly disrespected him. On December 13th, Sheamus defeated Mahal, and for several months, they were involved in multiple matches, with Sheamus always getting the best of Mahal. At Mahal's first Royal Rumble, he was eliminated by the Great Khali, rekindling their feud. On the next SmackDown, Khali again defeated Mahal. At Over the Limit, Mahal participated in and lost a battle royal where the winner was to receive a shot at the WWE Intercontinental Championship or the WWE United States Championship, where he was eliminated by the Great Khali. Mahal began confronting several wrestlers, starting with Randy Orton, interrupting one of his promos. In retaliation, Orton attacked him with an RKO. On July 23 at Raw 1000, Mahal confronted Kane, leading a group consisting of Drew McIntyre, Kurt Hawkins, Tyler Killer Rex, Hunico and Camacho. Mahal claimed none of them had been given an opportunity within WWE, and would make one by taking down Kane. The Undertaker's sudden appearance halted their advance. The Brothers of Destruction attacked the group and took them out. On the July 27th episode of SmackDown, Mahal lost to Ryback by countout. He then began a feud with him, winning by intentional countout and disqualification. Mahal, to try and prove himself to Ryback, requested a match against two jobbers, in a match style similar to Ryback's, defeating them quickly by submission. In spite of this, Mahal continued his feud with Ryback, attacking him during their matches and after Ryback's. Mahal was finally pinned by Ryback on the August 24th episode of SmackDown, when WWE rebranded its developmental territory, FCW, into NXT Wrestling. Mahal began appearing on the rebooted WWE NXT, where he started a winning streak by defeating several wrestlers, including Derek Bateman and Percy Watson. On the August 8th episode of NXT, Mahal was inserted into the Gold Rush tournament to crown the first NXT champion, where he defeated Bo Dallas in the first round. On the August 15th episode of NXT, Mahal defeated Richie Steamboat in the semi-finals of the Gold Rush tournament. On the August 29th episode of NXT, Mahal was defeated by Seth Rollins in the finals of the Gold Rush tournament, ending his NXT winning streak. At the Night of Champions pre-show on September 16th, Mahal competed in the 16-man Battle Royal to become #1 contender for the United States Championship but was eliminated by Brodus Clay. 3 megabytes, 2012 to 2014. On the September 21st episode of SmackDown, Mahal and Drew McIntyre interfered in Heath Slater's match against Brodus Clay by attacking Clay. The alliance of Mahal, Slater and McIntyre were later named 3 megabytes. From October 2012, 3 megabytes racked up many wins against Team Cobra, Santino Marella and Zack Ryder, and the USOs, all of them due to illegal interference. At the Survivor Series pre-show, Mahal and Slater defeated Santino Marella and Zack Ryder with Mahal pinning Ryder. At TLC, 3 megabytes were defeated by the team of The Miz, Alberto Del Rio and the Brooklyn Brawler. The next night at the Slammy Awards show, 3 megabytes lost again to Miz, Del Rio and Tommy Dreamer. Mahal competed in the 30-man Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble, entering at number 27, but was eliminated by Sheamus. On the April 12th episode of SmackDown, in an attempt to make a name for themselves, 3 megabytes tried to attack Triple H, but were attacked themselves by The Shield. On the April 15th episode of Raw, 3 megabytes called out The Shield, only for Brock Lesnar to come out instead and attack the group. At the Night of Champions pre-show, 3 megabytes, Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater, competed in a #1 contenders tag team turmoil match for the WWE Tag Team Championship, in which they were the last team eliminated by Tons of Funk, Brodus Clay and Tensai. In late 2013, 3 megabytes began adopting new ring names against their opponents, although their misfortunes and amounting losses remained the same. At WrestleMania XXX, Mahal competed in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal but was eliminated by Mark Henry. In May, 3 megabytes formed an alliance with Hornswoggle to feud with Los Matadors. On June 12, 2014, WWE announced that Mahal was released from his WWE contract. Independent Circuit, 2014 to 2016. Dhesi wrestled for Reality of Wrestling at their Summer IPPV, Raw Summer of Champions 2014 under the name Raj Singh, defeating Jasper Davis. On October 24, 2014 at All-Star Wrestling in Vancouver at the live event Fright Night Live, Raj Singh teamed with his cousin Gama Singh Jr. to defeat Kyle Sebastian and Colin Cutler to win the ASW Tag Team Championship. He also appeared in Puerto Rican promotion the World Wrestling Council against local star Ray Gonzalez. He also participated in Qatar Pro Wrestling SOUQ Wakif Championship Tournament in April 2015 where he ended up as first runner-up. On May 5, 2015, Dhesi, as Raj Singh, made his debut for Japanese promotion Inoki Genome Federation (IGF), losing to Wong Bin. In 2016, he also wrestled for the Great Khali's wrestling promotion Continental Wrestling Entertainment in India. Return to WWE. The Man of Peace and teaming with Rusev, 2016-2017. On July 27, 2016, it was announced that Dhesi had re-signed with the WWE as Jinder Mahal. On the August 1st episode of Raw, Mahal returned to television alongside Heath Slater, demanding contracts. Later, Raw general manager Mick Foley informed the pair that they must face each other in a match for a Raw contract, which Mahal won. Throughout the rest of the month, Mahal began losing to the likes of Neville, Sami Zayn and Darren Young. Mahal would then adopt the gimmick of the man who comes in peace, advocating peace and tranquility. On the September 12th episode of Raw, Mahal stated that after he left WWE, he felt anger and rage and had since found inner peace, before defeating Jack Swagger. Afterwards, he began competing on Main Event and Superstars, where he often traded wins and losses against Darren Young. On the December 19th episode of Raw, and notably more lean and muscular Mahal began an alliance with Rusev after Mahal had a confrontation with Rusev's rival Enzo Amore before the two attacked Amore. On the January 2, 2017 episode of Raw, Mahal and Rusev defeated Amore's tag team partner Big Cass in a 2-on-1 handicap match. The following week on Raw, Mahal lost to Cass, who had Shawn Michaels at ringside. Michaels performed Sweet Chin music on Rusev at ringside, which distracted Mahal. On the February 27th episode of Raw, Mahal and Rusev began to show tension after Rusev inadvertently distracted Mahal, causing the two to lose to the New Day. At Fastlane, Mahal and Rusev informed general manager Mick Foley about their desire to return to singles competition, prompting Foley to place them both in singles matches that night. Mahal and Rusev both lost their respective matches against Cesaro and Big Show. WWE Champion, 2017 present. At WrestleMania 33, Mahal was the runner-up in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal out of the 33 participants, being eliminated last by Mojo Rawley after interference from Rob Gronkowski. On the April 11th episode of SmackDown, it was revealed that Mahal had been drafted there as a part of the Superstar Shake-Up. Later that night, he faced Mojo Rawley in a losing effort after another interference from Gronkowski. On the April 18th episode of SmackDown, Mahal won a six-pack challenge against Rawley, Sami Zayn, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan and Dolph Ziggler to become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, after interference from Mahal's new allies the Singh brothers. The following week on SmackDown, Mahal confronted and attacked WWE Champion Randy Orton, before taking the championship title from him and leaving the arena in a limousine with the title in hand. Mahal appeared at the Raw Brand's exclusive Payback event, and interfered in Orton's match against Bray Wyatt, helping Wyatt win by attacking Orton with the WWE Championship that he stole from him a week earlier on SmackDown. On the May 2nd episode of SmackDown, Commissioner Shane McMahon forced Mahal to turn over the stolen championship before he went on to defeat Sami Zayn. A week later, Mahal pinned Orton in a six-man tag team match to earn his team the victory. At Backlash on May 21st, Mahal defeated Orton to win the WWE Championship, his first championship in WWE. This also made him the 50th recognized WWE Champion and the first of Indian descent. 2 nights later on SmackDown Live, Mahal had an Punjabi celebration to crown himself as the new WWE Champion. It was also announced by SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon that Randy Orton had invoked his rematch clause and the pair would face each other at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in a rematch. Personal life Dhesi is of Punjabi Jat Sikh origin. He speaks Punjabi and English. He is the nephew of wrestler Gama Singh. He holds a business degree in communications and culture from University of Calgary. In wrestling Finishing moves: Arm Trap Neck Breaker 2016, Camel Clutch, with the Tricks 2011 to 2014, Full Nelson Slam 2011, Karachi Valley Driver, Death Valley Driver, 2011, Kalas, Cobra Clutch Slam, 2017 present, Sands of Time, Fireman's Carry Double Knee Gutbuster, 2010-2011, Signature moves: Cravat, Double Underhook Suplex, Hangman, High Knee, Knee Lift, Multiple Knee Drops, Neck Breaker, Reverse STO, Managers, Hornswoggle, Rusev, Lana, The Singh Brothers, Nicknames: The Enlightened One, Hardbody Mahal, The Modern Day Maharaja, The Man of Peace, The Man Who Comes in Peace, The New American Dream. Entrance themes: Main Yash Hun by Jim Johnston, WWE, April 29, 2011 October 19, 2012 One Man Band by Jim Johnston, September 21, 2012 October 19, 2012, used while a part of 3 megabytes. More Than One Man by Jim Johnston featuring TB5, October 25, 2012 June 12, 2014, August 1, 2016, used while a part of 3 megabytes. Panga Pai Java by Diljit Singh, IGF, Share, Lion, by Jim Johnston, August 15, 2016 present, Championships and accomplishments All-Star Wrestling, ASW Tag Team Championship, 1 time, with Gama Singh Jr., Prairie Wrestling Alliance, PWA Heavyweight Championship, 2 times, PWA Canadian Tag Team Championship, 1 time, with Gama Singh Jr., Pro Wrestling Illustrated, ranked No. 148 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2013, Stampede Wrestling International Tag Team Championship, 2 times, with Gama Singh Jr., WWE Championship, 1 time, Current References External links Jinder Mahal on WWE.com. Raj Singh's Inoki Genome Federation profile. Japanese. Jinder Mahal's profile at cagematch.net. WrestlingData.com. Internet Wrestling Database.